Yo, what up, everybody? Mom Donnie's mom is in a picture with Epstein and Clinton in the latest files. That's fucking weird. Really weird. Yeah, we'll look at some of the Epstein file stuff later when we do the reacting. Ugh. You were not first, Pugman. I'm sorry. Somebody else was before you. Arm wrestle Jim Bob. Well, I think we all know how that would go. Hey, Vince, what's up? Oh. Oh. We back in the dungeon. You know, I was thinking of making a workout video kind of like Dorian Yates. He has blood and guts. I was thinking of doing the same thing, but calling it blood and pulp. Or maybe blood and pulp on the pavement. You know, I think most of you understand that reference. I think that'd be kind of funny, and just film it in black and white, just like the Dorian Yates vid. Just got off work from processing medical claims for pennies. Well, that's nice. You gonna chill and have a cigar? At this rate of growth, do you think you'll ever get to 300? Well, in theory, I think I could get to 300 pounds with like a pretty decent body composition. I don't know if I will, though. Ugh. Just the amount of food involved. I don't know how much steroids I'd have to take, but that is a ridiculous amount of food that you need to get that big, dude. I don't know if I'm one willing to eat that much, and two, whether I really have an interest in getting that big. I think if I was gonna get up to that size, I probably wouldn't even be interested in bodybuilding. It'd be more like strongman. Like, I'd kind of be more interested in, like, I don't know, breaking a deadlift world record or something, because to go through all that effort just to, like, go on stage, I don't know, in a bodybuilding show. Big Lenny was 700 pounds shredded, yeah. I'm sure he was. I'm sure. Yeah, ask yourself is living with me right now. He might come down while I'm training, and he might do a workout himself. Ugh. I'm feeling like an unstoppable fucking killing machine. I upped the fucking test dose. I'm feeling fucking strong as shit. Let's see. Uh,
Did you hear that J.K. Rowling herself was mentioned in the Epstein files?
yeah, wasn't she kind of mentioned a while ago already? I don't know if there's like more mentions of her with the latest release. She's a bitch. Just a dumb fucking bitch. Like, there's so much stupid fucking nonsense that she's involved with. She's one of the most overhyped fucking writers of all fucking time. Like, hate to break it to everybody, but the Harry Potter books just aren't that great. Um, like, The Hobbit is a way, way better fucking story than any of those fucking Harry Potter books. Way better. She's just not a very good writer. Massively overhyped. She's also just one of the most weird retards I've ever fucking seen. She's like retroactively making a bunch of characters that she wrote gay. But then she like hates trans people. It's just fucking bizarre. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. How many milligrams of test per day you on? I'm on 50 milligrams test and 6 milligrams boldenone per day. The boldenone is just to keep estrogen kind of in range. I don't like my nipples being too sensitive. I'm fine with them being like erect constantly, like that's fine, but if they're like super sensitive and like my shirt touching them kind of makes them sore, I don't like that, so. And that usually happens when my estrogen is over 80. So I like to keep my E2 like just under 80. All right. Working set. This is 40 pounds plus body weight. Ugh. Can we get a nipple emoji? I don't know. YouTube's kind of weird, that sort of stuff. Uh, Bill Gates in the files. They say Epstein was banned from Xbox Live in 2014. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I know Bill Gates hung out with him. One of the weirdest claims was apparently cheated on his wife and tried to slip her antibiotics because he thought he gave her an STD. Ugh. Do you think 70 kilogram pro Muay Thai fighter could beat you in a street fight? I mean, it's possible, but like there's obviously a huge skill gap, but you're talking about somebody who's 100 pounds lighter than me, so it's also a street fight, which is very different. So like when you don't have any boxing gloves and shit and you have hard concrete, it's a very different kind of fight. Bill Gates ate babies. Well, probably from carnist mothers, so who cares? Ugh. How many calories per day? It's about 3,000. Maybe a bit more some days. It's talking about Epstein, but they all do it. Yeah, sure. I know Dorian Yates has like fucking crazy conspiracy theories with Bill Gates. That guy's nuts. Yeah, Dorian Yates is a massive anti Semite and shit. And he thinks Bill Gates is trying to depopulate the earth.
How do you know that Bill Gates ate babies? Bill Gates is not a cannibal.
Yeah, that's what he wants you to believe. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Why did you end last stream so quickly?
Because I was pissed off. Just, it's probably a better idea for me to just end it rather than just rage all night. Thanks for the donation, though, T.
Richard Carlisle Burgess. You could be Werewolf from Twilight with that name. I can already see you with your shirt off.
Well, seeing as how fucking gay the vampires were, yeah, I'd rather be a werewolf. Ugh. I think it'd make a lot more sense for me to be a werewolf, too, since I love sniffing butts. Ugh. Thanks for the donation, Fumigate My Bum. How many pull-ups can you do without the weighted belt? I don't know, probably like 20. I'm not particularly good with doing high reps. Like, just about anything. Like, even lifts that I'm, like, particularly good at, like bench. I've benched 410. If you got me to do as many reps as I could with 225, it'd probably be, like, disproportionately low. I'm not sure if I could get up to 20 with 225, even though it's, like, a really low percentage of my 1RM.
You should look into supplementing DHEA and pregnenolone while on cycle. They are important neurosteroids that are protective. Love the channel, glad you're feeling better.
I don't know exactly how important they are. What's fucking retarded is you can't get them in Canada. In the States, there are over-the-counter supplements. Here, you can only get it through a doctor's prescription, and it's like really rare for doctors to ever prescribe it. Right now, because of the popularity of TRT and shit, there's like, you can only really get it through TRT clinics. So I don't know. I don't know if it would really make a difference or help. I'm a little skeptical. I think maybe if you notice you have some side effects with like sleep issues or something, it's worth a try, but I don't think I'll bother for right now.
So
Thanks
I
for
guess
the
rather
donation,
than
dude.
being Team Edward, you're on Team Jacob, VG.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Twilight is literally a cuck fetish novel for women. And the vampire is the cuck, and the werewolf's the bull. Then, like, if you read some of the novel makes that way more explicit. But the women who wrote the Twilight books, that's what it was. It was a cuckold fetish novel. So yeah, I'd rather be the fucking bull werewolf. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Dude, like the chicks who were like actually into Edward, like holy fuck, they're retarded. I am highly suspicious of any women who would have been attracted to that skinny beta male fucking twink vampire. Like, what the fuck? Weird. Really weird. Congratulations, you're banned. Think you'll ever be stronger than Sam Sulek? Probably. Like, he's a fair bit shorter than me. So, yeah, there's a good chance. At the very least, match his lifts. Yeah, Sam's stronger than me, but I've only been on gear for like 6 months. He's been on for like 5 years or some shit. So who the like? What does that have to do with anything? That he's like what 24 or something now? Like, yeah, steroids work. So if he's been on steroids for a lot longer, you'd expect him to be stronger.
Twilight is just a prime example of how most stuff written by women blows.
Yeah, or it's just fucking gay. Literally gay. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Do you do only sports TRT? Thank you for the stupid fucking question, retard. Fucking dumbass. I'm not toxic. I just don't fucking give any respect to stupid fucking questions. Like, what? Do you think vials of steroids say sport on them? It says sport on the testosterone. Fucking idiot. What do you think of Smaev? He's a weird, funny guy. Seems like friendly. Like, he's not vegan, but he seems like a nice guy overall, aside from like eating animals. But you know,
How are you feeling? You sound well rested. I did upset workouts yesterday and today. Dancer emoji, smiley face emoji, cool face emoji, musical notes emoji. Hard to believe Sam Sulek only weighed 80 kilograms. Now, he has ruined his temple.
Wasn't his stage weight like 220 or something? I don't know. I'm feeling good. I feel like I could literally rip somebody's fucking head off. Which is a nice feeling. I like feeling strong. I like the controlled rage. You did upset workouts. I'm not upset right now, but I am working out. Thanks for the donation, James. Oh. I'm doing a lot of farting. Billie Eilish was added again to the Grammys saying no one is illegal in stolen land on stage. Dude. You know, I'd love to have a long talk with her and, like, just see what she thinks when you, like, give these people a dose of reality. Like, what do you think of the Comanches literally eradicating the Apache tribe? Like these Indians were fighting each other. So it's like, okay. So Indians were committing tribal genocide against each other. And then Europeans came. And they did the same things the Indians were doing to each other. But we can't create a fucking nation where we have, like, immigration laws and shit. Because we did to the Indians what they did to each other? Like what? Yeah, she says that. Let's let in all the fucking Syrian immigrants and fucking Afghan, like, Taliban terrorists and let them set up shop around her fucking neighborhood. And then when she's out walking with her big fucking huge tits with her pink nipples fucking showing through her white t-shirt, let's see what she thinks about fucking immigration then. When she has a bunch of fucking uneducated, retarded, dirty fucking Muslim terrorists watching her big white fucking boobs bounce around. Fucking idiot. I love how it's always rich white girls who say this stupid shit. Like, holy fuck, dude.
Personally, I am not on Team Edward or Team Jacob. I will always be old school with Team Dracula.
Yeah, true. That's based. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Yeah, it's funny how, like, men have to... just, like men are responsible for society functioning, and then women fucking find a way to complain about it. Like, my god. Alright, we'll do one more. What a dumbass. Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. Most women can't even do a single fucking pull-up, let alone a push-up, so... like, we should take them fucking seriously. Jesus. Ugh. No, I don't mix test and GH in the same syringe. One, because I'm not on growth hormone right now. I'm still recovering from carpal tunnel. And two, because I take the GH at night and I take my test in the morning. If I take GH, I just get like super fucking sleepy. So when I do take GH, I just take it at night.
Great night, you privileged piece of shit. Who the fuck are you to say in the chat we don't know history? You are living off of stolen land and been brainwashed by stories told by land thieves, so how about you leave this land or go fuck yourself, you white trash Gustavo CO.
Yeah, gay. Thanks for the donation, gay. Fuck. Oh, shit.
Fat doesn't lift the weight. Muscles do. Slow cut is the way. You'd maybe stop fainting doing a rep on OHP. LLLLLLLLLLLU. Arrah. You. Arrah. 777. 777777 777777 777777 777777 77777777 7777777 7777777 7777777 you. Arrah. You. Arrah. You. Arrah. You. Arrah. 7,777,777.
Yeah, you tend to say that a lot. Thanks for the donation, keyboard. Ugh. If that gives you an extra intramuscular pressure force, I don't know about that. I think it does help with, it's like basically joint stacking. So you have more points during a lift where you have like body parts touching each other to give you a bit of support. And what's the other thing? You're probably also just going to have more water retention, which it helps with like hydraulic force in your muscles. It also helps with like protecting your joints. How to fix skinny fat. Stop being fucking lazy. Just a stupid question. If you want to lose weight, then lose weight. I think that'll work. How many reps could you get with 250 when you bench 315? I don't know. I think I did like 275 for sets of 3 or some shit. I can't remember what I did with sets 250. Oh. Oh.
Durian Rider fucked Jasmine
What
while
the
nigga
fuck?
jerked off in the corner. Jasmine's.
Oh. I see what happened. If I ever find you, you're dead.
Did you beat up a pillow after you ended last night's 10-minute stream? You got so mad LMFAO. Bitch cuck nigga. The way you were acting reminded me of how females act when they act like annoying cunts and they're on their period. You agree?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Vegan power.
Yeah, thanks for the donation, BB. Didn't beat up my pillow, no. Yeah, the diesel chocolate's good. I prefer the diesel vanilla. That stuff, like, really tastes like ice cream. Ugh. Ugh. What was my baseline total testosterone before spaghetti? I was at 540. I only did one test, but yeah, it read 540 right before I hopped on. Yeah, the highest testosterone score I've had so far is 4,100.
Fat doesn't lift the weight. Muscles do. Slow cut is the way. You'd maybe stop fainting doing a rep on OHP. LLLLLLLU. Hurrah. You. Hurrah. 777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777, 7777 you. Hurrah. You. Hurrah. You. Hurrah. 7,777,777.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Thanks for the donation, dude. Would being around 15-20% body fat before hopping on test be okay, or get leaner before that? I'd recommend getting leaner before that. You're just going to be more prone to aromatizing, so I try to get as lean as you can. Like, especially when you first hop on, you're going to be more prone to side effects just because your body has to get used to exogenous hormones. So if you can be at a lower body fat, that would be ideal.
Shut up nigger, I'm making your streams better and everyone knows it, even you know it. Nobody wants to watch you, that's why nobody told you that your mic was muted for 10 minutes yesterday. They are here for the trolls, not for you. Jealous cuck lol.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
You know, between Twilight, The Walking Dead, and both that creepy remake of The Invisible Man and The Wolf Man, what happened to our monsters VG?
I don't know, man. They're just making him gay. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. I didn't notice testosterone changing my appetite. If anything, Buldnone probably had the most effect on my appetite. I was running it at 200. After a couple months, I think my appetite did increase. Right now, it's only like 43 milligrams a week, or 42. It's just 6 milligrams a day. Not running it as high. It's just too potent of an AI. Have you ever been constipated or suffered from hemorrhoids? I used to have a lot of constipation when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure I had hemorrhoids from it. They're like internal hemorrhoids, though. They're not the weird grapes that stick out of your ass. Thoughts on Wolverine stack? I think a lot of those healing peptides are kind of overhyped, and you'll notice if you run them for a few months, like they don't really do anything. Your immune system learns to kind of destroy the peptides, so you can only run them for like a month or two, then they just stop working. I've noticed more of a benefit from test growth hormone and just doing stuff that's just good for recovery. So, you know, like eating lots of fruits and vegetables, stretching every day, doing some rehab or prehab work where you just do like high reps with bands, static holds for like, you know, your tendons. So like BPC and stuff, they work. I've used them before, but they're not. I wouldn't say they're as good as like just taking tests and just doing some like smart, sensible things for healing and recovery. And they're definitely not as good as growth hormone. Like growth hormone just destroys everything. Yeah, dude, I was taking growth hormone. I ended up getting carpal tunnel, so I'm off of it for right now. I'm waiting to completely recover before I do growth hormone again. Oh, I still have a bit of numbness in my hands sometimes.
I knew there was no glory for me in benching 405. But I decided to finish the mission because there's not many things I've started in life and actually finished successfully. I feel like I had to finish to be at peace with it. What was your motivation?
Well, to prove that you can be vegan and be strong, and most of these like fitness faggots like Will Tennyson, they've never benched 405. So these like dipshits like Wilt Tennyson, who, you know, says they're a serious lifter. He's competed in powerlifting meets. That fucking rat-faced cunt also tried to no, well, he did. He convinced his ex-girlfriend to quit vegetarianism, and he said all this bullshit about it not being good for you. So, like, I just wanted to prove that I'm better than these fucking assholes like Will Tennyson, Jeff Nippard, Jesse James West. And I can be stronger than them as a vegan. That was my motivation. And natural, too. I did that naturally. Thanks for the donation, though, Killing Titan. Oh, is it dumb to start only test with no GH? Well, I wouldn't say it's stupid. Like, growth hormone's very expensive. I was spending about $450 a month for the dose I was taking. So, if it's in your budget...
Parosi Mardo Mavame Sheriff Damo Kabil Hokome Dictatori Kwahanum. Induced to Hosh type MNK, Arani Miglizar Sati showed by Ad, Imroots Varoba Mikasti Begi. Inaro as Koja Pada Mikon Imvile 8 Fag High, Bano Lazale Kodiman Dasha Basham.
Well, I don't speak Spanish, but thanks for the donation, Mandolin. Joe Tellers High VG, did you hear that Cartoon Network has released all the would-be pilots for canceled cartoon show reboot that never happened? You mean they released potential pilots for a reboot cartoon that never... Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
What's your advice for increasing number of pull-ups if you can only barely do one?
You can only barely do one. You can do negatives. So after you do, say, a number of reps with just one pull-up, you can do a bunch of negatives. There's also a technique called greasing the groove. So you basically just do pull-ups all day, every day. So you just like do one pull-up, you wait like maybe 30 minutes, do another pull-up, wait 30 minutes, do another pull-up. So basically, just throughout the day, you just keep doing pull-ups, and you do that daily. You end up having really substantial nervous system adaptations from doing that. And then you should be able to just do a few after a couple weeks. Also, just losing weight. Like if you're fat, losing weight will help a ton. And you can do assisted pull-ups too with like a band. Just be careful not to have the band like slap you in the face because you could lose an eye. Thanks for the donation though. I love birds.
Too much will solver gave me hemorrhoids, bro. Gotta do athlete and breathing until it heals. Would you come be with me, baby, for fried fish at Delray Beach? Chef Jane Frantzen, baby, it's sick.
No, I don't think I'll do that. Thanks for the donation though. This is a very weird stream. Very, very weird. What the fuck? We'll do one more. Yes, androgen receptors downregulate. Short cycles versus long cycles for mass. Dude, just keep taking steroids and training. If you're growing and getting stronger, then what's the fucking problem? Like, yeah, if you're not feeling great and you feel run down and you're not making any progress and like your blood work's fucked, then yeah, come off for a bit. Take it easy for a little while, then once you're fine, just go back at it. Like, just why would you stop doing something if it works?
Keep up the non-natty gains, brother. Just stopping in before I go do a non-natty shoulder workout. Taking anything new, BTW? Hope all is well and keep being a sick cunt. Devilish face emoji.
Well, I upped the test dose, and I'm taking a little bit of boldenone just as an AI. 50 milligrams test and 6 milligrams boldenone a day. Have fun with your non-natty shoulder workout, though. May you make many gains. Thanks for the donation, Andrew. Oh. Somebody wants to be banned. See you later. Go be a pathetic loser somewhere else. I don't need to see it in my fucking chat. Like, I give a fuck what some random loser thinks. A non-gay lifter at 90 years is gay if my trainer massages my glutes before I do squats. Says it preps the muscles and increases blood flow to the legs. He's being inching closer and closer to my balls, though. I don't see what's gay about that. Thanks for the donation, Andrew. Or
Are
non-gay
you on
lifter.
Melanotan too? You look Lenny-esque in his prime Andrew collar of 400 kilograms gut days. Prono addicted and 2000 nanograms/day L test. On a serious note, 12,000 IUD3 daily, I feel a lot more energy, enthusiasm, and not exhausted after a few days. Placebo?
Yeah, it's probably placebo. Like, it's possible you were D3 deficient before, but I doubt you'd need that high of a dose of D3. I am not on melanotan, though. Probably try it this summer, but I'm not on it right now. There's not really any reason for me to take it right now. Thanks for the donation, though, Jane Genova Franson.
Let me clarify, they realized all the would-be pilots that would have been attached to this cancelled reboot of this, with the cartoon pilots themselves having the potential to get their own series.
Okay, give me a second, Dodo. There was a canceled pilot that looked really good. It was a thing called Ragnar of Barbaria or something. It's kind of like a Conan spoof. Oh, shorts. Okay. I see. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Should have a wall of shame like Billboard put up the dumbest comments in chat. That would make sense. Yeah, I could have a panel on stream where it shows the dumbest comment. Maybe I could put like a top 5.
Is veganism valid in India, despite our different culture, values, and vegan food availability in retail?
Pretty sure fruits and vegetables exist in India too, dudes. So, yeah, stupid question. Thanks for the donation. It's really weird you'd say that when most Indians are either Sikh or Hindu, and their religious practice dictates them to be vegetarian. So, what are you, an idiot? I am not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to do this, because I think I might vomit up what I ate in the afternoon.
Sadly, the Water cartoon show reboot was cancelled. Now those pilots will never get their own series. My god, Cartoon Network, what happened to you?
Yes, it's unfortunate. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Did you delete that coconut curry recipe you had? Don't recall deleting any recipe video. Yeah, if I start vomiting, I think I'll just do supported rows, even though I'm supposed to do those later in the week. It's been a while since I ate. Sometimes, like, it just happens. Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Do you do high or low volume? I'd say it's high. Dorian Yates type low volume. I want to try that soon. See how good I can grow. Yeah, go for it. Oh, I'm gonna fart. Yeah, I'm very farty right now. Oh. Ugh. All right, so far so good. Didn't feel any food coming up. Men are responsible for society functioning. How about no? Yeah. I guess we don't need doctors, engineers, police, firefighters, medics, a military, anybody who does hard manual labor. Let's see women construct the Empire State Building. You want to see the footage of the Empire State Building being built, guess what? You're gonna have a fucking hard time finding women who are willing to do that kind of fucking work. So, yeah, if women could run society, guess what? They'd be doing it, but they're not. They're not willing or able to do any of the fucking work that actually keeps society going. If only women existed and somehow they could reproduce, like asexually or something, like everybody would just be living in mud huts. You wouldn't see any substantive technological progress. Nobody would take any risks. You wouldn't see much like social advancement either, because like women can't resolve conflicts like men can. Ugh. Ugh.
Seriously, what happened to Cartoon Network? They used to be the highest rated kids channel, with Nickelodeon in second place and Disney Channel in last place. Now no one watches Cartoon Network anymore, and there are more kids watching Disney Channel.
That's not exactly true. Disney lies about their viewership. Um, I don't know if you're talking about Disney Plus. Like nobody watches fucking TV anymore, but Disney Plus is a completely failed platform. Um, they only get views off their legacy content. Nobody's watching any new Disney shows, so all the Star Wars series they made, nobody's watching them because it's all feminist garbage. So everyone's watching like old Disney cartoon shows and shit. Like X-Men animated series. Nobody's watching their new horse shit. But yeah, Cartoon Network, it's basically just studio executives not knowing what the fuck they're doing, and they just ruined every show they had. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Do you track your reps weight through memory? Yes. I can remember everything just fine. Yeah, this is going to be a don't barf challenge for sure. I'm going to try to get my farts out before I start the set, too. Ugh. All right, easy peasy. Man, I'm so farty today. Fart, fart, fart. Oh. Can definitely feel food coming up when I lean right over. But if I stay more upright, I'm fine. I let out a really high pressure fart when I was lifting the weight. Now my butthole's kind of sore. It was like lifting the weight up and then just like with all that pressure, just fart just really shot out hard. Fucking hate that. Dodo donated $2. No, I mean the Disney Channel. They're now the top rated out of 3 kids TV channels. Even higher than both Nick and Cartoon Network. Disney Channel's higher ratings than both Nick and Cartoon Network. No, that's just sad. Yeah, I guess. It's stupid. Disney sucks. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Oh. Well, I got it done. I didn't vomit, at least. Is it retarded to start finasteride before you even have any balding? I think it's just retarded to take drugs to prevent hair loss, period. Just go bald. Like, it seems fairly rare, but There are some people where if they crush their DHT, they get really bad side effects from it. Like, if you look into post-finasteride syndrome, like, holy shit. I don't know why I'm so farty. But, it just doesn't seem worth the risk just to not go bald. There are a lot of people who seem fine with low DHT, but I wouldn't do it. What do your farts smell like? I don't know. Like, not great. I'm sure you wouldn't want to inhale it, but I don't think they're that bad. Like, just fart smell, you know? I don't mind it when girls fart around me. Girl farts are pretty mild. I like girls' butts, though. Man, they have nice butts. Girls' butts drive me nuts. That is not true. There is not zero evidence that post-finasteride syndrome isn't real. That's just nonsense. Okay. Oh, shit. Yep. I'm starting to vomit. Oh, that's unpleasant. I'm gonna try not drinking in between the set. No, this isn't live. You're just imagining everything. How much money do you spend on roids monthly? About $60. There's some sort of study or survey that men who go bald is an advantage in the job force and will less likely be disadvantage, less likely be employed. Thoughts? I don't know. Fucking cares. Right now, being white makes you less likely to be employed, so I guess you better fucking stock up on melanotan. Employers are just fucktards, dude. My advice is try your best to play by your own fucking rules. Gummy is probably just upstairs.
Why do you fart so much? You need to drink more green smoothies.
I don't think green smoothies would fix that problem. I don't know why I'm farting so much right now. It's just a farty day. Thanks for the donation. Human supremacy can suck my ass. Has your max bench increased after steroids, and by how much? Buddy, I don't do 1 rep max bench press tests every fucking week, so I don't know why the hell you'd ask me that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming later. Here it comes. Here comes the stupid. Alright, let's try to do this last set without vomiting. Oh. All right, that was a pretty decent set. I only kind of started feeling a bit vomity at the end. Have you heard about Nipah virus? Is that the thing in India? Oh. Penguin Zero made a video about somebody beating a puppy. I hate that guy so fucking much, like you can't believe. By the way, he doesn't care. He just makes videos like that because he thinks it makes him look good. He does not give a fuck about animal abuse. He's just a piece of shit. I cannot share what I'm thinking right now. Kills almost all who get it. Yeah, it's probably just because they're weak pussies. How much do they bench? Like, if these fuckers who are dying from that virus can't even bench 2 plates, well, there you go. Do you ever take painkillers to help with recovery when you sleep? Where the fuck did you get the stupid idea that painkillers help with recovery? What are you, a fucktard? Not that it helps with recovery directly, but that it stops your sleep from being shit. You're a fucking moron. What do you think of ice baths post-workout? They make you cold. They don't do anything. I'm gonna borrow Isaac's 45-pound plates. No, I wouldn't free solo. I don't know why the fuck you're asking me that. I'm not a professional climber, and I'm also not stupid. So that's 495. We did 570 last session. So we'll try to at least match that. So that'll be 545. Let's go with 575. 5 pounds more. $65. 75. Just gonna chalk up. Ah. Oh.
As I said before and as I will say again, once Egyptians have proven that they won't elect Islamic fascists as their president, then they can be given the right to democracy again, but until then the best outcome is them to not have democracy/free speech, sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Man, I am farting. A lot of farting tonight. Shrugging that much weight is kind of exhausting. If you pay for my steroids, I will walk to you from Utah to be your personal chef. Yeah, but what if you suck at cooking? How do I know you're any good? Did you have to shovel your driveway? Not lately. Neighbor of ours has a really nice snow blower. And he's being nice enough to clear our driveway. Ugh. My tofu isn't soggy. Dodo, don't you tell her, hurry up, finish your workout. I have lots of links to send you because you haven't been streaming the SVG. It's true. Not all countries are compatible with democracy because as soon as they are given democracy, they elect worse leaders than their previous dictatorships. Okay, Dodo. Thanks for the donation, dude. I'll try to finish up the workout.
What are your thoughts on peptides? Are they legitimate?
Depends on the peptide, dude. It's like asking me, what are your thoughts on cars? So, it's not really a question I can answer. Thanks for the donation, vegan groiper. I wouldn't offer if I wasn't good at cooking. That seems a bit silly, you silly Billy. Well, you might think you're good at cooking. Thanks, though. Oh, my butt. Oh. Oh. My ass is sore from training legs yesterday. Oh, jeez. Considering how well steroids work, do you ever wish you had started them earlier? Well, yeah. Sure. Whatever, though. Oh. Ah. Oh. That is exhausting. Holy fucking shit, that is exhausting. Fuck. This is annoying how much I'm farting. Is Revival Fitness a good source for lifting and nutrition advice? No. He's a complete fuckwit, and he has no clue what he's talking about, especially with nutrition. That guy, like, says he follows a carnivore diet. He's basically gaslighting people into thinking calories in, calories out isn't a thing. He's lying about what he's eating. That guy's a massive liar. He also doesn't really give training advice. So, pretty much just starts shit with other YouTubers. And just accuses everybody of being a fake natty like GVS, so he's just jealous of other people. He's a fucking loser. Dude, that video he made about GVS, holy fuck, what a loser. Oh. Yeah, that guy unironically had Bart K on his channel. Like, dude, highly recommend staying away from that dude's advice. Bart K still mentions you in most of his uploads these days. Wow. That debate I had with him must have really gotten under his skin. He must feel really embarrassed having to, state cigarette smoking doesn't cause lung cancer. What a fucking idiot. Do Terraria hardcore playthrough? I don't think so. How about no? Hate the cover of that one Nirvana album. Stupid. Fucking babies are gross. Ugh. Ugh. What do you think about Hassan Piker and other socialist adjacent influencers? What are you, fucking retarded? It's like asking me, what do you think about Hitler? Do you think he was like a bad guy or something? You're a fucking retard. Go fuck yourself, dumb fuck. Congratulations, you asked a stupid question, you got the attention you wanted, fucking idiot. Ugh. Oh, all right. That's it for back. Now we gotta do biceps. Oh, I just need to take a second. Oh. Do you know Julian Harrow runs the Jacked Vegan Fitness program? Don't know who he is. Oh. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, fucking stupid. Sip donates $2. What do you think about Coach Colton's most recent video about testosterone and acne? I don't think anything about it because I don't listen to that fucktard. Are you worried about getting acne? Thank you for the stupid fucking question. Are you worried about... Alright, did you watch his video? No, why the fuck would I watch that idiot's channel? He just lies constantly. The fuck do I care what he has to say? The guy's a pencil neck little fucking twig. He's weaker than me when I was fucking natural. Like, I give a fuck what that idiot has to say about anything. He's just a loser fucktard And he just lies constantly. So I don't give a shit what he has to say about fucking anything. If you're listening to that fucking idiot for steroid advice, you're fucking beyond help. You're just a fucking moron. I think I have a fucking ingrown hair. Ugh, I hate that. Dude, ingrown hairs are so fucking annoying. That Coach Colton guy lies about fucking everything. So the guy has a huge chip on his shoulder, because he wanted to be like an IFBB pro bodybuilder. He didn't know how to use steroids, and he got some bad side effects, and he just didn't have the genetics for it. So he ends up just gatekeeping and bullshitting everybody about them. And just says stupid shit, fear mongering about how they're gonna kill you and everything. But the way the guy makes money is by being a fucking bodybuilding coach and telling people how to make steroids or take steroids. Congratulations, you're banned. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. See you later. Don't have time for horse shit. Love how this idiot's saying that I'm some butthurt fuck. Yeah, like, what are you doing here? Great. Oh, the irony of somebody like coming into my chat to talk shit and then saying that I'm unhinged and unstable and shit. Like, okay. Right. So you clearly don't have a girlfriend, can't get any fucking pussy. You don't have any money making opportunities. You apparently are bored. You can't even fucking read a book or something. Or learn anything. And the best you can think of doing right now is coming into my chat to talk shit, and then you say I have personal problems. Like, yeah, dude, get a life. Oh. Dodo HLers, Iran has signaled it may shut down or suspend its nuclear program in a major concession to the U.S., according to Iranian U.S. officials. New York Times, Trump completely betrayed the people of Iran. Well, it sounds like they're trying to negotiate something. Not sure if they necessarily are ruling out an invasion just yet. So, I just wait and see what happens. I don't know. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Ugh. What do you think about Scientific Snitch? She's a bit of a ditz. I debated her twice on veganism. And, yeah. At the very least, you could say she lacks intellectual honesty. Some of the shit she says is also just, like, kind of fucking nonsense. Like, she said you don't need to bulk to build muscle. Like, that is such a vague claim. Like, she's tiny. She's like, what, 5'2" or something? Like maybe 100, I think she said she was 135 pounds right now. And then she's talking about how she was able to build muscle without gaining any body fat. You're a fucking 5'2" tall woman. Like, I think she's training to bench like 155 or some shit. And then like, she's talking about, bulking being unnecessary. It's like, okay, tell that to Hofthor. I'm sure he's eating like 15,000 calories a day just for fun of it, right? Like, so she makes some good content, but you know, just says a lot of silly shit too. Could you beat Prime Greg Doucette in a fight? Let's see. Could I beat a 5'4" midget who's never done any martial arts training in his life? I don't know, man. That was just warm up weight, 51 pounds. So this is going to be the working set, 61. Oh, that burns. Going to join vegan stoner lady debating fucktards. Have a good rest of your workout. See you later. All right, have fun. All right, let's up the weight. Should be able to handle 65. Is there a difference between a chin up and a bicep curl? Yeah, a chin up is a chin up and a bicep curl is a bicep curl. Well, actually, this will be 66 pounds. The handles are 11. Starting to cramp. Oh, my pecs were cramping up. Yeah, Bad Empanada is a fucking racist, anti-Semitic fucking piece of shit. That guy should be in jail. He's an absolute whack job. What's that colorful tube thing? It's a cat tunnel. Oh, it's for the cat to run through. No, I wouldn't debate Bad Empanada. He's a fucking retard. That idiot like doxes people, like leaks their address just because he doesn't like them. Slanders everybody, calls the cops on people. He's probably swatted people before. So, no, I'd never deal with that fucking retard. Not worth my time. Why would I bother engaging with a complete fucking dumbass who just lies constantly and he's just a fucking fascist? Holy shit. I work out for as long as I need to. Jeez. When was the last time you been to Idle Vital in Toronto? A couple years. I don't live in Toronto anymore. It's like a 5-hour drive. Well, not quite 5 hours. It's like 4 hours to get to Toronto from where I am, so I'm not going to bother driving all that way. Would you rather be gay or poop your pants every day? Depends if I'd be a top or a bottom. Oh. Oh. Almost done. It's one more set of this and then one more curl variation. And we're done. Yes, I am going to be streaming later tonight. Am I natty? Are you fucking retarded? Can you read? What does the title of the fucking stream say? How many fucking natural lifters do you think look like me? Can you think? Yeah, I'm natural. I've never taken a steroid in my life. Fucktard. Holy shit. People like... This is why the Liver King was able to lie about being natural and people believed him. Holy fuck. Imagine being that retarded. No, cortisol is not bad for you. There's a reason your body produces cortisol. If you didn't produce any cortisol, you'd be dead literally within like a matter of hours. So, yeah, cortisol good. It's my number one protein source, tofu. No, there's nobody who looks like me, Natty. They say they're Natty, they're lying to you. Again, this is why, like, dumbasses are convinced by, like, the Liver King saying he's natural. Oh, Michael Hearn's Natty. He just works hard. Why don't you eat meat? Because I'm not a fucking retard who's a piece of shit who harms animals. Oh. Oh, motherfucker. One more set. Is Brock Lesnar 6'3"? I think he's roughly around that height. Those dumbbells are 36 pounds each. I don't know what they are in kilos. I met quite a few people who seriously bought into Liver King being natty and started eating raw liver. Yeah, they're just... Dude. Your average person is so fucking stupid, it's frightening. Like, it's crazy knowing that when you're on the highway, everyone around you is fucking retarded. And you have to hope to hell these fucking retards, like, don't swerve into you or some shit, you know? Like, I can guarantee you the reason why there's so many car accidents, it's like 35,000 a year or something, that end in death, just retards. They're pretty much all avoidable. Traps are getting fucking big. Does workout motivation increase with steroids? Yeah. Testosterone especially is dopaminergic, and it increases your motivation to exercise. Yeah. Well, there we fucking go. We're done training. All right, I'm gonna go make food, and then we'll start tonight's stream. Try to make food as quickly as I can, but I'll probably be on in about an hour and a half ish. So usually how long it takes. Probably just make some pasta, something quick. All right. Hope you had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated to Streamlabs. I'll be on in about an hour and a half, so I'll see you guys then. But take care.